Hi everyone, my name is Martin and I'm going to talk to you about gender. Are we going to see the gender-bread person, gender in society, how gender actually works within ourselves, and how do we express these feelings about gender in society nowadays, and how has been evolved from the past. So the history of gender is always complicated because there was always a belief that there is only men and women. You can only feel attracted to women if you're a man, and vice versa. But the real thing about gender is how do you identify and how do you create these preferences in terms of a relationship, and how do you those feelings, and how do you work with those feelings. The other thing is the difficulties of diversity of gender, because people always try to keep the old way. I mean that people always try to stay as women or men. They don't accept the situation that is going through our days. Kids that are not sure if they like women, if they like men, if they don't like actually people, if they don't need to identify with sex, with sexually attraction or romantic attraction, sorry. But without going through the branches, I would like to interpret this more than explain the different topics that we saw. But I believe that the gender-bread person is a very I don't know how to say it, but it's like a very powerful weapon to use, like a very good argument, because not all days people can watch something that they are familiar with, like a gingerbread person, in this case genderbread, and how easily they explain the differences between how you are in your head, how do you feel in your heart, how do you feel attracted in your genital area, and how do you see and express yourself outside and the inside. Another thing that we saw was um, the 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 play theater, the agoraphobia, and tells the story about a real story, and how a nightclub of transsexual people was burned and left various people dead. And in the story, we can see the issues of people with these new ways of expression of gender. It's very difficult for them to live in this society, even in back those days, in 1990, when people were more close to the idea of believing other genders, in other ways of live this complicated relationship that we had with society. Um, but I have no intention of mention the different things that we saw, because I believe that was very clear, very specified. And the other thing that we saw that was very important, and I believe that it's more important to express the ideas that I caught in the class, more than the things that I already watch and learn, and to I don't know, to uh, uh, say it one more time, because I believe that is useless. Related to the main topic, Gender, for me, at least for me, is um, a way, where people choose if they want to walk. I don't know if they want to walk with their hands, with their feet, with their fingers, with their heads. They are all possible. They are all acceptable, and we need to deal with these differences and make them of us. Sorry, and assimilate them as ours, because only that the way we're going to be able to um, accept the differences in the future and growth in society. So technically that'll be all. Goodbye.